Donald Trump won, and I am very, very afraid that he might deport my mother-in-law. She entered illegally to the country, and she lives in Street 4, number 47, apartment D, New York. That's right behind the green apartment. The gate is always open. You don't have any dogs either. It's Street 4.
So big news from Maha. They're getting rid of the chemical dyes that are petroleum-based in our food. That's the big news. RFK Jr. announces intent to phase out synthetic food dyes.
Just in time for the sun to go out.
Yep. That's now the commercial is going to say Skittles, taste the muted greens and browns. RFK Jr. just blew the lid off one of the food industry's dirtiest secrets. What he told his team before facing the food execs left the entire HHS headquarters stunned. Maha just leveled up. So here is the new FDA guy, Dr. Marty Makary, and he's going to tell you that they're getting rid of food dyes. Watch this.
No one ingredient that accounts for the child chronic disease epidemic. And let's be honest, taking petroleum-based food dyes out of the food supply is not a silver bullet that will instantly make America's children healthy. But it is one important step. This administration is not interested in continuing down the path of doing the same old things as we watch our nation's children get sicker. We need fresh, new approaches. Cancer and diabetes in young people is going up at an alarming rate, and nobody seems to know why. We have to turn our attention to underlying causes, such as chemicals and toxins that children are exposed to, not just more insulin and chemotherapy. And let's not forget that the best way to lower drug prices is to stop taking drugs we don't need. 30 states concerned about this very issue have introduced bills or laws with a patchwork of standards for food companies. So the food industry, which has many good people, has asked for clarity. So today the FDA is taking the following steps. Number one, establishing a national standard and timeline for the food industry to transition from petroleum-based food dyes to natural alternatives. Number two, initiating a process to revoke authorization of synthetic food colorings, including those not in production, namely citrus red number 2 and orange B, within the coming weeks. Number three, taking steps to eliminate the remaining 6 synthetic dyes on the market from the U.S. food supply. Specifically, red dye number 40, yellow dye number 5, yellow dye number 6, blue dye number 1, blue dye number 2, and green dye number 3 by the end of next year.
What are you trying to do? Put the medical profession out of business? Come on. They rely on your children being fed petroleum-based poison for their entire future. They've got kids to feed as well, you know. Selfish bastards. Well, look at this. RFK's plan to phase out synthetic food dyes could face industry pushback. You think?
Why? Because it's some way queerphobic based on these colors.
So these are all those are petroleum-based colors. Petroleum-based.
So,
I'm pretty sure
so
that
I
means
understand.
oil-based, right? What? Go ahead.
So as a boy, for breakfast, I would eat a bowl of
Fruit Loops.
fructose and petroleum.
Yep.
And we're going to phase it out. I mean, I guess that's good. We're phasing it out. I can't believe everybody in there wasn't going, wait, we've been eating petroleum? Because I really didn't. I don't know. I was just eating petroleum for my whole life.
So you're meaning to tell me that the industry that's consciously willing to poison your children is going to push back when you try to stop them? Huh. That's when the man himself, Secretary Robert F. Kennedy, took to the stage. Listen to what he says. This is what he told them. If you want to eat petroleum, put it in your food at home. Watch this.
When my uncle was president, 3% of American kids had chronic disease. Today, it's around 60%. And these are a broad category. The ones that Marty mentioned, like 80.
3% of kids had chronic disease. 60% have chronic disease now. What? And people are mad at RFK Jr. And they're mad at Joe Rogan. They're not. Isn't it amazing? We're a country of adult children of alcoholics. They're not mad at the people who are lying to them and beating them. They're mad at the people who are pointing out that they're being lied to and beaten.
neurological disorders, ADD, ADHD, speech delay, language delay, tics. Tourette syndrome, narcolepsy, ASD, and autism. All of these are injuries that I never heard of when I was a kid. They were not part of the nomenclature. They weren't part of the dialogue. There was zero spent in this country treating chronic disease when my uncle was president. Today, it's about $1.8 trillion annually. It's bankrupting our nation. 74% of American kids cannot qualify for military service. Well, how are we going to maintain our global leadership with such a sick population? We have all these autoimmune diseases, these exotic diseases. And again, I never heard of juvenile diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, Crohn's disease, and 100 others that were just unknown when I was a kid. I never knew anybody with a peanut allergy. I never knew anybody with a food allergy. Why do 5 of my 7 kids have allergies?
Well, Bobby, I bet they have allergies because they didn't receive their 11th booster.
I was going to say anti-Semitism, but that's maybe
probably
why.
anti-Semitism and a combination, yes. Then came the moment that brought the house down. Here it is. Here's the moment. Here we go.
And when I went in a few months or about a month ago to meet with a few food companies, I was talking with my staff about these petroleum-based dyes, and I said, if they want to add petroleum, if they want to eat petroleum, they ought to add it themselves at home. But they shouldn't be feeding it to the rest of us. And without our knowledge or consent. And unfortunately, we're going to get rid of the dyes, and then one by one, we're going to get rid of every ingredient and additive in food that we can legally address.
So how are kids supposed to build up their toxic environment immune systems? I mean, when they step outside to breathe in aluminum that's been cloud seeded into the air. Come on. I like that. Hey, if you want to eat petroleum, add it in your food at home.
But maybe I will.
So here's his plan to win.
It's not the time to stop. It's the time to redouble your efforts because we have them on the run now. And we are going to win this battle. And 4 years from now, we're going to have most of these products off the market, or you will know about them when you go in the grocery store. So I want to thank you. And finally, and most importantly, I want to thank President Trump. President Trump often, says that he's going to make America great again. But he knows that he cannot make our country great again if our country is weak, if we're not healthy, if we don't have vigor, if we're not a robust people. He says that he's going to restore the American dream. And a healthy person has 1,000 dreams. The sick person only has one. And right now, there's 60% of the people in this country who have only one dream. If they can make it through a day without pain, with energy, without having to take medications. And we are going to change that for our country. And I want to thank the moms and thank President Trump for his confidence in my leadership and for allowing me to surround myself with such an extraordinary team of scientists who are going to restore transparency to this agency, who are going to do replicated science, who are going to restore gold standard science so we know what's in our food and we can eliminate it. Thank you all very much.
Right, what's with the Maha people always wanting to know what's in their food? Have they never eaten sausage? Come on,
Yeah,
you don't want to know what's in there.
There's one rule that you don't want to know. Now, I'm going to, after this, Jimmy, have a big bowl of ravioli and petroleum jelly. Ravioli and lube for dinner tonight.
You've never been.
You've never had it?
Never had that. Never had that. Are you really going to have that?
That is not a joke. That's a straight fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fettuccine and lube tonight.
All right. That's our show for today. You got some more stuff. Oh, I got to read some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I was supposed to read it during the show.
Oh, I got to go do my spot.
Oh,
I'll see you guys later.
Bye, buddy.
I don't?
No, you have
Oh, okay. I can read
our
that.
life. Can you give me a pretty background, Jim? Yeah, so stand by. I'm going to read a lot, and then you tell me when you're ready. Okay. We're all working for big anti-genocide, another worldview. Thank you for that one, another worldview. Nick seems like a literal Fed. Oh, that's funny. Is that Hayataya? How do I say that? Hayataya? And you have it spelled. Okay, gotcha. Please stop with the gong. My family just laughs and keeps dead naming me even after I tell them over and over I'm Cherubus now. S. Ford, hilarious. Stop gaslighting. Okay, that's Rubber Toe. Gotcha. All right. John Goodwin. Oh, I read that one already, John. Thank you for that one, John. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Wonder if dimming the sun is good for plants and food production. Right? I wonder about that too. I think the UK needs to rethink their costing of the Dim the Sun program. After all, if they start spraying aluminum everywhere, Trump will start charge them a tariff for brining aluminum into the USA. Or is that bringing aluminum? MD Chell, this is this Metichell? This all sounds like a giant terraforming project for our alien overlords. Dobther, my suspicion is there's warming which will be and is an advantage for Russia, and they want to curtail that. Dobther. All right, how do you feel, Jim?
You got any more?
Yeah, I've got plenty.
Go ahead.
Okay, Agent Archer. If you want to hear more of Ashton Forbes' research, Ian Carroll has a 2-hour interview with him on Rumble channel with super detailed notes. Agent Archer. I read that one. Are you okay? Are you going to give me a background? Can you give me the shows, if that's possible? Thank you. You should do more stuff in studio today. Okay. Okay, I read that one already. Is this Recoff? HARP Microwave Array Weather Control. Google it. HARP Microwave Array Weather. Thank you. Hey, can you show camera 4 big screen? Oh, that looks great. I wanted to show everybody our shows that are coming up. Two Roads. We're going to be also in Bakersfield, San Jose, Buffalo, Toledo, right? Toledo and Montreal, Toronto. Our shows are sold out. Ottawa, check them out. And if you want to know more about our upcoming shows, go to jimmydore.com. That's jimmydore.com. Look at that beautiful signage. On sale now, UK and Ireland tour. And you can come back to Steffi Z with that beside me. The plan to dim the sun has nothing to do with climate change. It's all about control. A depressed, weak population is less likely to fight back and easier to control. I saw this weekend in LA. We had a beautiful sky. It was like looking great. And then all of a sudden, I see all these chemtrails. Yeah, now it's cold. Did he? Yeah. Tell him we have so much in common. Please let him know that. It's bullshit, these chemtrails. What are they doing? How about it's the amount of secrets kept from the American public is horrifying, right? But there's no such thing as chemtrails. You're just like, you're crazy. P.W. Walker, thank you so much, P.W. We're going to need the citizens of Wisconsin to stop drinking so much beer. The methane levels far exceed what cows emit nationwide, my_war. I'm not sure if that's true, but thank you for the update. A.J. Murray, Mr. Dore.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember when overpopulation was going to kill us all. Now we have to have open borders because we're below replacement level. A.J. Murray. Thank you, A.J. Murray. Rubber Toe, the UK solar plan involves spraying aluminum to dim the sunlight, ignoring fossil fuel use. It risks neurotoxicity and pollution while letting industries continue burning fossil fuels. Dangerous shortcut. Rubber Toe. Thank you, Rubber Toe. Dobther, you give me a math equation here. It's 2C112H26 plus 3702. Is that greater than 24CO2 plus 26H2O? Equation of jet fuel burning plenty of water as byproduct. Okay. Jimmy, please have on Moses West, a retired Army Ranger and inventor of the atmospheric water generator. It produces thousands of clean, clear drinking water, and he is giving it away for free. I will share that, Funky. I think I've already shared it, but I'll make sure to share it with the team. I'm old enough to remember, okay, this is from A.J. Murray. I'm old enough to remember When overpopulation was going to kill us all, now we have to open borders because we're below replacement level. Giraffe Rider, the first trans AI baby is here, and it runs the WEF. Giraffe Rider. So happy and impressed, Jimmy, that you highlighted The Dimming by Dane Wigington. Been trying to educate people for over 15 years. No one ever cared. Breeze Lover. Thank you, Breeze Lover. What happens when populations all over the world find out what their government has done to them without their knowledge or consent? Dane Winnington, geoengineeringwatch.org. Thank you for that. All right, I wrapped them, Jim. Okay. Just so you know. I'll see if I find any more, but for the most part, I think I got to.
Okay, we can go.
Okay, go to Jimmy. Stand by.
Hey, everybody, it's Jimmy. That's me, Jimmy Dore. That's right. I'm the host of the Jimmy Dore Show. Did you know that? We know you're proud to be a fan and a supporter of the show, but do your friends, your family, your neighbors, and random strangers you pass on the street, do they know? Maybe not. And just as you like to keep informed by watching the Jimmy Dore Show, you can inform all those important and not so important people in your life about your love of the show with one of these. It's the authentic and branded Jimmy Dore Show t-shirts. We've got the classic logo, Jimmy Dore, and we also have the Jimmy Dore Show pop art. Look at that. Look at that. Nice, huh? And we also have one of my favorites. It's the Frederick Douglass quote. I would unite with anybody to do right and with nobody to do wrong. It's all available now at our website. Just go to jimmydore.com, then shop the merch, and you'll see there and many more options. And just click on mugs. Also, how about mugs? We got the mugs made in America. This is one of my favorites. It says "Vaxxed and Worried." Nice. We also have
that'll go over big with the guests. Their
my
friends at the
This
office.
is a great mug. It says "Made in America" on the bottom. Jagoff, very thick, nice handle, thick glass. I love this one. Plus, we have stuff like this over there.
Mouse pads.
We got your Jimmy Dore Show stickers and logos, and we got your what do you call those? Coasters. Look at that. Look at this. Coasters, more coasters. So what are you waiting for? Get your Jimmy Dore Show t-shirt, mugs, coasters. Go get them today, jimmydore.com. Okay. This is your favorite one? Probably have a picture. Okay. Hey, everybody, it's Jimmy. I'm Jimmy Dore. Yeah, I'm host of the Jimmy Dore Show. Did you know? Hey, did you know there's a whole section of our website dedicated to the fine Jimmy Dore Show merchandise? What? You've never visited our merch page? What? Are you telling me? Hang on.
You've never been?
You've never been? Well, in that case, you should definitely check it out. We got a bunch of authentic and branded t-shirts. There's the classic Jimmy Dore Show logo. Oh, hey, guy, let me fix it. There it is. Classic. We also have the Jimmy Dore Show pop art one. Do you like this? Do you like this kind of thing? Look at this. Bam. We got that. We also have my favorite, the Douglas. This is by Frederick Douglass. I would unite with anybody to do right and nobody to do wrong. It's all over there. jimmydore.com. Shop the merch and you'll see these along with many more options. Oh, also, you can click on mugs. Look at this. I'm vaxxed and scared. Wait, hang on. Why is there a white thing? I'm vaxxed and worried. I like that one. Or how about my favorite Jagoff? These mugs are made in America. We also have the coasters. And we got mouse pads. We got everything. Go to jimmydore.com and check out all our accessories. Available now. jimmydore.com. Okay. Hey, it's Jimmy. Yeah, that's right. That's me, Jimmy, from Jimmy Dore. I'm here to encourage the fans of the Jimmy Dore Show to follow us on all the socials, which is a term we influencers use to refer to social media. We know the establishment is constantly trying to suppress our message, so you may have to seek us out and make sure you're following the right accounts. On Facebook, we're at Jimmy Dore Show. On Twitter, some call it X, I still call it Twitter, we're at Jimmy_Dore. On Instagram, you can find us at The Jimmy Dore Show. All one word, The Jimmy Dore Show. But TikTok keeps kicking us off TikTok and banning us. We can't imagine why, but it's really irritating. Anyway, so make sure you're following our current TikTok account if you follow TikTok, which is at Jimmy Dore Show. We're even on Red Note at Jimmy Dore Comedy, even though I don't know exactly what that is. And then if you're not yet a member, we strongly encourage you to join us at jimmydore.com. Become a member so you can get all our bonus content, watch the full show ad-free. You can rewind it, fast-forward it. You'll be glad you did, jimmydore.com. No, I think we'll skip.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Big screen camera 4, just so they can see we're coming to the UK, bitches. And, you know, hey, just a little reminder to everybody. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better, too. Can you believe that? That's by Paulo Coelho. All right. We'll see you on Friday. We aim for 1 p.m. Adios.